All right, we're in map number 3 of our first series of the day, which is HuK versus INnoVation. And well, both of these players, I have to say, they've been playing pretty well. The first game was very unfortunate for HuK, but he was able to equalize the score in the second game after some very, very long game on Alterzim. Now we're back to the beginning. We're back to last season, Belcher Vestige. Both of these players should be very familiar with this map.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty much just a fat Onaha, which, did you know, means family? Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Too bad Rotterdam's not here to enjoy that joke, but yeah, like this is a map that has gone out of the map pool. For everyone wondering, most people should know, and it's a two-player map. They know where each other spawns. It evolved quite a lot over the Hard Swim, because we did actually have this map for a very long time in comparison to others, and I really enjoyed this map, so I'm happy to still see it now and then.
What do you think we might see from these players? INnoVation, he went for the command center first twice. Now on Belcher Vestige, does he go for it as well? I don't think so. I think going for a barracks and possibly gasless command center, maybe Reaper expand would be fine.
It's rallied, so he will go for a Reaper. I like it. I like Reapers. Now this is a decent Reaper map. He can get into the base and get out of the base in 2 or 3 specific spots, so normally you can escape. This is also a good blink map in PvT, because you can get nice time warps and stuff like that on the ramps or at the bottom of the ramp. So I wonder if he'll go for something like that. But okay, this second guy has been taken as well. So it's always hard to say these days with Protoss, because they get their gas so much faster. They like their mothership cores. So like normally you're 2 gas, and in this matchup a year ago, all would be like, oh my god, he's going for some tech. What's he gonna go for? But now it's just like, okay, 2 and 2. And the mothership.
With most Protoss, you could say that, but with HuK, I think he just wants. It's kind of like Sasse. Sasse did similar things yesterday. He took 2 gases a lot of the time versus Terran. He did 2+2, and he opened with a sentry, which HuK hasn't done, and which personally I don't agree with this with Terran. But then again, everybody has their own style. I'm sure there are reasons why you will use something in a different build than other people. So INnoVation actually the only player going for an early game scout. In this game, even though he's opening Reaper, he wants to scout, he wants to block a Nexus from going down, possibly, if he can. Oh, HuK! Okay, he's just scouted in his main. I thought he was gonna hide the probe, sneak it out, and then make the comments, the Nexus. Actually, he just wanted to make a pylon here as well. And INnoVation, he stops mining gas after 100. He gets the reactor and now the command center. So I like this build. This is very solid.
Yeah, it's really well rounded, and the reactor's there to keep the marine production enough where if any type of early aggression does come, you should just be okay, especially like something like an Oracle. And the Zealot does finish up, so HuK doesn't cancel that, and the Reaper's going to come here and greet him with his weapons.
We should see a bunker start very, very quickly here, because there is the Zealot out, and INnoVation saw that there was a Stalker being chrono boosted and the Mothership Core. So he knows there's going to be some aggression. He's going to try to annoy as much as he can with the one Reaper to keep HuK close to his base. Actually prevent him from throwing down the Nexus. This is really annoying right now for HuK. He would like to get across the map and put on some aggression, but he could not. He had to keep his Stalkers back at home to defend. He had to start a second one, and his Nexus has been delayed so much. The second command center is almost finished for INnoVation, and he should be fine versus this harass that HuK would like to put on, because he has some Marines and a bunker now.
Yeah, the bunker does finish up. The Reaper has like kind of walked all the way home with the the Stalker there, so he knows exactly what's going on and will run directly into that bunker. So jumps in there, and he is safe for the moment. But of course, the Reaper's still alive. That means they can pop back in at any moment and do a bit of scouting.
Look at this. INnoVation knows that he has some Marines in his main already. He knows that he has 2 more underway. He knows that he has units inside of his bunker, and he's confident enough to start a tech lab immediately and send his Reaper across the map. He's played this perfectly so far. According to what HuK did, he respected it enough. He did not respect it too much that he made a ton of bunker and left too many units back at home. Now he's gonna get the scout and that robo and that Twilight Council and that forge. INnoVation sees everything. He's played the most perfect early game I've ever seen, I think, against this opener of the Protoss player.
Yeah, and he even got a worker kill. I don't even know when that happened, but that's a nice little victory as well. Reaper's not... No, it wasn't a Reaper, was it? It was a Marine. I don't even know where that came from, but interesting. Now, I do like the little Marine poke that he is going for with 9 Marines, and he's trying to bait this Mothership Core outwards, so he might be able to pick it off. If not, maybe a Stalker or a Zealot.
The unit's out of position here for HuK, and INnoVation knows exactly where he's at on the unit count. He knows that his opponent has Wait, didn't he have 2 Stalkers? Did he lose one?
No, I think he only had one.
Oh, okay, he canceled the second one, I guess, because I was pretty sure he had started one. Yeah, he's gonna force the photon overcharge and possibly pull back. He attacks the Stalker. The photon overcharge is up. Ooh, I'm surprised INnoVation didn't go for the kill here. HuK is waiting for as long as possible before starting the photon overcharge. He could actually have waited just a little bit longer and then maybe force fielded some of these units. But no, did he even kill a unit?
Alright, 1 second.
HuK, he has killed 1 unit so far in this game, that's it. So now I don't think he even killed a single Marine. INnoVation is in perfect control on this game. He got the control of both watchtowers. He's taking 2 medivacs very quickly. He started his +1. He's still only on 2 barracks, so gonna have to add some of these very soon, or at least 1 more, before starting a 3rd command center, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, whenever you go for, for the viewers, whenever you go for something like 2 racks, that means you can get a bit of a faster medevac time in. But of course, you're limited then by how many units you can actually start dropping. But of course, if you go for 3 racks, you have more units and later medevacs. What time are you at roughly though, Todd?
8:32.
Okay, that's cool.
And yeah, HuK whopping in a bunch of Stalkers. Now he's again going for the attack upgrade plus a lot Blink and a lot of Stalkers. Oh my god, the Mothership Core, he needs to pull it back. He's sending it back in. Steam Pack was used. I'm surprised INnoVation is pulling back. He could have gotten the Mothership Core quite easily. Then again, he's slow on hit points and it's not near 100 energy. Maybe he wants to leave it alive.
Maybe, and a lot of Marines are out in the field. Blink is getting very close to finishing up, about 30 seconds away. There's the stim though, and they will get a bunch of Stalkers and a Sentry, which is very expensive snipe. That HuK doesn't want to be losing those against just very cheap units like the Marines. Now the medevacs will be out soon, so they can start to heal up the bio, and then of course the drops and the multi-pronged aggression can start for INnoVation, which is of course something he likes to do.
Yeah, HuK's moving across the map. He's feeling like he wants to be quite aggressive with this. But so far it hasn't proved effective because INnoVation, he turned around, he used Steam and he killed a lot of those units. And now HuK, I feel like he doesn't have the critical mass he would like to be able to put, to do a lot of damage. But he's getting 3 extra gateways and he cut pro production at about 15, 18 on both of his bases. So if he gets a ton of Stalkers now, he could try to surprise INnoVation with some nice attack. But INnoVation is not a guy that gets surprised. He's played this game very, very well so far, and now he's getting 3 bunkers, and he's going to be very patient about this. He's even added 2 extra barracks before getting a 3rd command center, so I feel like INnoVation is in great shape with the nice supply lead that he has now.
Yeah, absolutely. He's maxing out his economy for the production, so he's really going to jump up in supply. We'll see him power in. The factory flies a little bit.
You saw what HuK was doing on the right hand side. He was placing a lot of Stalkers there. I think he was trying to catch some medivac drop. He has some very nicely placed observers. He has even a pylon on the left hand side, and he was just hoping that 2 medivacs fly through there, in which case he would have blinked. Actually, he's gonna get some of this. Oh my god!
That was a very smart little snipe there. That observer hasn't been spotted just yet. INnoVation might
the first medivacs had some units in it, no?
No, I think they were completely empty. They were just on the same hotkey.
Okay.
I'm pretty certain.
This is still pretty important. I mean, he killed 2 medivacs, damaged another one with not losing anything. And now he's getting some immortal. He's got +2 attack upgrades, well underway. INnoVation is only 1-0, and he hasn't even started 1 armor upgrade. Definitely a mistake here. Having a 1 upgrade lead by HuK here is going to be very, very nice.
Yeah, absolutely, and that will be finishing very soon in about 40 seconds. There is a double eBay in production, and some micro coming out of HuK there with some blink. But of course, you got to be careful against stimmed, because they can just chase you down and kill off the Stalkers like we're seeing right now. And one will die for not much return. And yeah, the double eBay is finishing up right now. So INnoVation should start the 2-1 upgrades and continue with those powering on.
Yeah, Storm starts here by HuK. He's already made a bunch of Templars, so they're actually quite high on energy already. But I don't think Storm will finish on time before the next fight starts. And HuK should get into position to try and defend the 3rd that he wants to take here, I think now.
Yeah, 5 Zealots get warped in towards the natural of INnoVation. They're running in here, but of course the bio is rallied towards the natural, so I don't see much damage being dealt here, especially with the medevacs.
HuK tried to counterattack with some Zealots here, but there was enough back at home for INnoVation. He didn't rally his army, I mean the reinforcements, onto his main army, so he had quite enough units to get rid of this very easily here back at home, and he's going to be able to heal those units. This wasn't cost effective. And I would have liked HuK to leave a Zealot on the 3rd base of INnoVation to try and deny it like 1 or 2 times. Or at least kill the building SCV. HuK builds 2 cannons in his main to defend against drops. I'm a little bit surprised by this. Usually you see just 1 and like some Templars or Zealots being left there. But he has a nicely placed observer on the right-hand side of the map, and one following the army of INnoVation, which I wouldn't be surprised if INnoVation started scanning this and killing it, as he wants to be more aggressive. But yeah, now Storm finished. I feel like INnoVation kind of missed his timing.
Yeah, absolutely. The Stalker's down here. Ooh, blink away, and yeah, ready for the Storms. There's one, and that will zone INnoVation out and force him backwards. We should see the Ghost Academy in production immediately, but not just yet. And that Zala warping, the 5 Zalas weren't cost efficient, but they did. Oh, actually, we have an engagement. The Storm's going to land. That's a great Storm there. The split's not so great, and all the Storms landing. And INnoVation's supposed to run away. The blink there to pick up the medevacks as they try to retreat. And the charge lots chasing down the road is also really very, very good here.
Look at those units. They have no hit points left. HuK shouldn't blink forward. He's been blinking forward a little bit too eagerly sometimes. Now he does again. He picks off one of those medivacs, but some of his Stalkers will die. And he really wants to kill those units, but at what cost? I mean, he ends up losing a lot of his units every single time.
At the third base, which has forced the workers to run away. INnoVation's kind of split here, but all the units do reunite. And with that, HuK will turn around. He's going to leave his Stalkers out in the field just to maybe intercept some drops.
I love the transition here for HuK. A second Robo and a Robo Bay. He wants to go into heavy Colossus. If he can manage to get 4 or 5 Colossus out, he already has Blink. He can get Archons, he already has Storm. We have no Ghost on the map still. The only thing that INnoVation has going for him in this game is his huge supply lead, which is, I mean, by all means, it's still very important. But HuK, if he's able to defend for a short time here, and he gets the composition that he wants, he's going to be in a great position, I think, to win this game. But INnoVation does not want to let that happen. He's going to gear up for a big drop here. And there is no observer nearby. HuK has no idea. He has no units in his main. Those 2 cannons, I mean, they can only do so much.
Oh yeah, this is going to be there's the scan as well. That could tip off HuK, and he could start a warp in, but the medevacs are going to fly in here. Pretty much on top of the, start dropping on top of the cannons, and they don't give a crap, of course. There's the recall into the main base, but a lot of damage could... Oh, one Immortal and the second Immortal targeted down. Those Storms, though. Oh, wow.
Okay, that third base is dead. That's pretty obvious. HuK's gonna evacuate immediately. He knows he has no chance at defending that. And yeah, this was extremely well done by INnoVation. If he had kept his entire army together, I don't think he could have broken HuK the way he did now, because there was Storm ready, Colossus was on the way as well. There's a whole bunch of Immortals. And now HuK, he finds himself in a position where he's on 2 bases. He would love to retake a third. He's taking to Colossus, but this is going to be spotted now by INnoVation. HuK kind of wants to counterattack, but he doesn't have the supply still.
Of course, with the third base getting taken out there, that's kind of the double Robo production right there, because you can't really afford that much. Thermal range hasn't been
Keep in mind, Thermal Lance is not finished!
The army are going to get picked off! Oh, and then the High Templar does get the Storm off to try and save his comrades, but doesn't really do much as he gets picked off as well. And HuK just went from nearly having 4 to 0.
Yeah, I really feel like he still had the chance in this game, but now it's going to be almost impossible to come back, as INnoVation got the snipe on those very important units. INnoVation is on top of everything. Look at this army, man. He has so much. 139 army supply against 75. You can have Colossus and Storm. It's not gonna matter every single time. Oh,
and he picks up the 2 High Templars. Only 1 Storm getting down there. He spins forward, runs.
And Thermal Lance is not finished.
Even as the kind of stacking at the bottom of the ramp, the point game is in
Thermal Lance finishes as the last Colossus dies. This is disastrous here for HuK. Even if he holds this, he knows it, so he's gonna call GG. Very nicely done here by INnoVation, taking the 3rd game of this series and of today, and taking the first win in this Group C of the Wearer.com Invitational. Guys, we are gonna have a short break.